Hey, this is Gary from Night Dreams Talk Radio. I want to welcome a new sponsor to our show, PhoenixShaving.com. I know what you're thinking, right? Oh, another disposable razor company. Well, the fact is they're not. You remember the razors that your father and his father shaved with? Did you ever notice they didn't have, well, the embarrassing razor burn or ingrown hairs or the razor bumps after they shaved? Did you notice they were also relaxed after they were done shaving? Well, the problem is these big corporations want to sell you razor after razor after razor. Think about how much money you spend a year on razors. Or do you use electric razor? Then you're going to find out what razor burn is. So you need to check out Phoenix Shaving Starter Kits. They come complete with the soap, the brush, and a 2.5-month supply of blades. And the most important part of it, an all-metal razor, built to last generations. So, hey, you can donate it to one of your sons when they turn 18. Check out PhoenixShaving.com and tell them that Gary from Night Dream said, hey, I want one. That's PhoenixShaving.com now.
Our intro music is provided by Kevin MacLeod at Incompetech.com.
You're listening to Night Dreams Radio with Gary Anderson.
Well, hi, everyone. This is Gary. Hey, outside today in Gig Harbor, Washington. Oh, wow. Beautiful weather. Beautiful weather. I just went out to my man cave and noticed one of my sons took his motorcycle to work today. And, boy, I was sitting there looking at my motorcycle, and boy, did I want to get on it. But I had too much work to do. You know, booking in guests for the show and upgrading the equipment. And, well, we're trying to get ready here to, you know, take the show in syndication here in June. A lot of things happening. I'm hoping everybody's having a great week. And, you know, tell your friends about Night Dreams Talk Radio. We're normally on from 8 to 10 p.m. Pacific West Coast time. But tonight, we're going to only be on between 8 and 9, mainly because I'm still working on some of the little bugs on here to get it taken care of. So, with that in mind, I hope Nancy is there.
I'm here.
Oh, how you doing, kid?
I'm doing great, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing like I normally do. I woke up this morning, put my pants on, and I know I'm live. So, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm an author of a book called Choices. And, well, I guess I really didn't write the book. It was Spirit. I don't want to plagiarize Spirit, but I get author credits for it because I typed it out and delivered it to the publisher. But it's a really insightful book. And I do readings for the American Association of Psychics. I'm a Reiki master. Let's see. I really believe in giving back because I have been given so very much. And in a former life, I worked at a adolescent psychiatric treatment hospital. I've been the director of a victim services program for a major police department in Colorado. And I've worked with for a rape crisis, and women in need of group counseling and several high-risk shelters for kids. And I just really enjoyed it. It was just so gratifying to me. And I think that when you, whenever you do anything to help people, you always get back so much more than you ever gave.
Oh, that is so true.
Anyway.
That is so true.
So, and lots of times, even when I'm counseling somebody, you know, I'll be telling them something, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, that's great advice. You should take it yourself. Just anyway, it's been a real since I wrote the book. It's been a real kind of a whirlwind. Just been really an exciting time. A lot. I don't have as much time to sit around and play with my Doberman and my 4 cats as I would like, but you know, it's fun speaking in front of people, and I'm available for presentations, and I do classes for groups of people predominantly women's groups. But so that's basically what I do.
Well, why don't you tell everybody the name of the book and where they can get a hold of it?
The book is Choices, Choices, because we all have choices, whether we realize it or not. We were all given our free will, and we need to start using it. It's about listening to your own inner guidance instead of the mindless chatter of everyone else around you, and it's about remembering who you are. You can get it through Amazon, of course, through Balboa Press, and through Barnes & Noble.
Okay.
You can also get it directly from me, but I think it probably is a lot less expensive if you got it through Amazon.
Well, see, and you're honest, too.
And, well, I have to pay for shipping. I think they just include it in them. So, and I'm in the process of writing another book.
Oh, wow. So,
I'm kind of excited about that.
On Choices, when did you write that, and how did it come to you?
I just woke up one morning and Spirit told me that I needed to write a book, and I thought, who would want to listen to anything I have to say? But Spirit said that my experiences would help many people who have gone through similar situations, and they feel like they're all alone in the world, and they're not, and I could help them. So I went out, I sat under my cottonwood tree with my, at the time, 2 Doberman and 5 cats, and I had bees. I had about 10 hives of bees. My bees swarming all around me, and in about 2.5 weeks, the book was written. I couldn't believe it. It just flowed. And my husband was proofing it for me, and he said, wow, you really write a lot better than you speak. That's because I didn't write it.
Well, Nancy, how did it come to you? I mean, how did it form in your brain, and and you put it down on, I take it, paper, and did you use a typewriter or a computer, or did you just do it the old-fashioned way, pen and paper?
No, I like to write with a pencil and paper, and honestly, it was just like I was taking dictation from somebody. I didn't even really realize. I mean, I got bits and pieces from it, but I didn't really actually realize everything I'd written until, I was typing it up to send it in. I was pretty amazed. And, we all have these abilities to do things like that. There's a verse that I like, and it's talking about, it says, men go forth to wonder at the heights of mountains, the huge waves of the sea, the broad flow of the rivers, the vast courses of the stars, and they pass themselves without wondering. And that's what we do. We pass ourselves without wondering. We look at somebody who's written a book, we think, oh man, that's really cool. I could never write a book. If you have been given a desire in your heart to write a book, you have everything within you to do it. I think any dream that we're given, along with it, we're given everything that we need to fulfill that dream. Because I believe that Spirit wants to give us the desires of our heart and needs us just as much as, well, Spirit told me that. I'm kind of jumbling around, but we lived in a small ranch in Colorado, and we used to have tornadoes and everything. And one day there was this huge spring storm, and it was lightning, and it was thundering, and the winds were just really blowing. And we had this young couple that lived kind of cat-a-corner to us, and they had spent the entire weekend before putting up a trampoline for their little girl, their 2 little girls. And the little girls were out there chattering and helping their daddy and carrying stuff, and it was like a whole family weekend. They were having so much fun. Anyway, I heard this loud crash, and I went downstairs to the walkout basement to see what had happened, and there was their trampoline smashed against the side of our house. Just in pieces. I was like, oh no, those poor little girls. And I went upstairs, the kitchen, I looked out the window, and there were these 2 little girls outside they were two, probably 2.5 or 3, and about 4 or 5. And the smaller one just had her underpants on, no shoes, no top, anything. And the older one had a little top, but no shoes. And they were out in this lightning storm picking up the poles. And I thought, oh my God. And I got on the phone and called their mom. No answer. So I jumped in the car and went over, and I was, the bossy neighbor. What are you doing outside in this storm? Get in the house now. And the little one's just looking at me. She puts her hands on her hips. You're not my mom. She didn't say that, but, the idea was, you're not my mom. You don't tell me what to do. And so I said, where is your mom? And the older one said, she's visiting Connie. She'll be back in a minute. And I said, get in the house right now. You're going to get hurt. You shouldn't be picking up poles in the middle of a lightning storm. And the little one started to cry. She was, my daddy going to be so sad. My daddy worked hard. And so I said, okay, get in the house, and I will pick up the poles for you, okay? Don't come out until your mom gets home, okay? I think the older one was really relieved about, not having to be out there.
Well, how old were they roughly?
I think about 3 and 5.
Oh, wow.
They were little. And so I picked up as many of the poles as I could, and I'm thinking, this is how it's going to end. Everybody's going to think I didn't have much common sense to begin with anyway. But so then I went back home and changed my clothes, and I was walking out to the kitchen again, and it started to hail. And within a matter of, it seemed like just minutes, we had, 6 inches or more of golf-sized hailstones on our back deck. And I looked up, and there are these little girls again. And I thought, oh, my God, they're going to be killed. And without even thinking, Gary, I just screamed and pointed my finger, and I said, I command you to stop this storm now. And it stopped. And I was thinking, oh, it's just a coincidence. It'll start up again. And it didn't. And then I'm like, do. I'm going to be turned into a charcoal brigade. Who am I to command the hand of God? And Spirit said, you are the hand of God, Nancy. You are all the hand of God. I need you more than you need me. I am a spirit. No one listens to me. You barely listen to each other. But you are in a flesh and blood body. You can wipe the tears from a child's face. I can't. You could build an orphanage in the middle of the desert, and it would stand. If I were to do it, people would think it was some satanic or some evil spirit and tear it back down. I need you more than you need me.